Hi, I'm Clarissa, creator of Rock at College, and you're watching Soulful Studies Sunday, where college girls come to redefine college and life success while learning simple and effective study skills. And in this episode, we're going to be talking all about the learning process, what it actually means to learn based off of my definition, and how to learn anything in college. Now, one of the things that I have come to realize with working with college girls one-on-one is that a lot of them don't seem to understand what the learning process is all about and what the difference is between learning information and truly understanding, knowing, and mastering the information that they're learning in their classroom. And there is a difference. We learn things every single day. So if you are not doing well in your classes, it has nothing to do with your ability to learn, because all learning is the act of exposing yourself to new information. Where most college students drop the ball is what they do with the information that they're being exposed to. So what I want to get into is what the learning process is. And this is a concept that I stumbled upon myself when I was in college and doing a whole bunch of research and applying all of these skills to my nursing program. And it is a concept that is discussed in depth in the book called Make It Stick: The Science of Successful Learning. And they break it down into 3 different steps. The first step is what I am calling learning, and that is just exposing yourself to new information. And in college, this comes via lectures, it comes via reading assignments, it comes via your PowerPoints. Now, what happens with most college students is that they stop there. Looking over your notes over and over is not an effective way to learn. So that brings us to step number 2 in the learning process, which is the self-assessment and self-reflection that allows you to understand what it is that you know and what it is that you still don't know about the information that you are being exposed to in your classes. And this is what Cal Newport and I've called 1,000 times the quiz and recall. This is the act of retrieving the information that you just exposed yourself to. So you do this via self-quizzing, via talking about the information and explaining it to your friends, and really trying to make connections and make sense of the information that your professor is trying to engrave into your memory. And that's important so that you can move into step number 3 of the learning process, which is relearning and re-exposing yourself to the information. But this has to be done in a new way. And the reason why it has to be done in a new way is because the first time you expose yourself to the information, something happened. There was some sort of a gap, there was some sort of miscommunication where you weren't able to make sense of the information. So in step 3, you have to figure out a new way to try to understand that information. And sometimes this means trying to look for other resources. Sometimes it means reaching out to the professor and seeing if they can possibly explain it to you in a simpler way. Sometimes it means just taking the information and reworking it or making it make sense to you by dumbing it down. I've done that all the time. I did that a lot in nursing school because sometimes the concepts were too big for me to understand that I had to break them down into smaller chunks. But all it is relearning the information and re-exposing yourself to the information in a way that now makes sense to you. And then what you do is you move through the learning process again. You test yourself and you assess and you self-evaluate whether or not you've truly understood and mastered that information. And that's really all it takes to learn anything in college. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you found these tips helpful, I would really love it if you subscribed. I create these types of videos every other Sunday, so if you're looking for a place to learn about study skills and learn about college success, both inside and outside of the classroom, then make sure that you subscribe to this channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. Bye. I hope you enjoyed the episode of Soulful Studies Sunday you just watched. I have so many more study skills and practical college advice in the Rock at College system, a step-by-step blueprint for creating your own study system. Get better grades without the stress, overwhelm, and lack of social life over at rockatcollege.com.